All right, so Alex, thank you very much to having this time with me and forcing me to do this video. It's not it's common for me to like talking about my business in Witty in front of camera. But I hope that this moment could help people to having interest in our Witty product. Then it might have been help. I'll make it short. I'll try. I actually started my career as a software developer. Was my major. I was actually majoring in material engineering, but for the sake of the money, I've been making any kind of program that anybody asks for. So literally like not one industry for multi different industry out there. And while I'm doing that, the clients actually wanted to have a solution for their problem. So everybody has a different kind of problem. After a few years, I've been seeing that the problem never goes away. Once I solve another problem, and there's another problem, one problem after another. And the main problem I was thinking that is not about the scattered one section of the problem itself. It is actually bigger than that. And interestingly enough, while my business is growing at the same time, I was having the similar problem. I have a problem in accounting, I have a problem of customer service, I have a problem in sales, operations, so on and so forth. So what I could do is to find any solution out there and use it applied to each different department. The more department that I have, the many solutions that I needed. And then it's more getting complicated. At the end, I have to check every single solution and see what's going on for each different department. That's nonsense. Everybody can say it. So I started thinking about how can we solve this problem? If I can solve this problem to me, and then it could be a solution for everybody. So that was the approach. So I would start researching it. I would start reading books and motivation of the employee, how to use the database properly, what is the application, so on and so forth, and then understanding CRM deeper, understanding project management deeper, understanding ERP and accounting background, and communication, all of those. And then I realized there's no proper solution out there that we can apply into. So what we can do, I start collecting information and start making a documentation of each single area of application that has to be connected with. It took almost 3 years. I have a huge database of those documentation. I wrote it down. It's crazy. But I was enjoying it. And after that, I gather my programmers here and there. Guys, here's the plan. At the beginning, they didn't understand. So I said, okay, just making, and you will see it after that. So it took another 3 years, way longer than I expected. And at the beginning, some people say that the idea is good, but it's too risky because you have to deal with many different areas, which you have to even compete with already existing solution that they developed many years. How can you do all things at once? So I was saying that the thing is, it's not making fancy program, but to connect it, because the point of the organization is there is an objective of the company, and then the company actually work aligned to that objective. That's all we need to see. So I told my developers saying, get rid of all fancy stuff. That doesn't mean that it's ugly. Make it simple, but focus on the core function of each operation. While after we have a prototype, we start implementing this into first to us, because I didn't want to mess up with the actual client. So we tried it out in our end. We used it about years. And after that, we are having Corona issue. So I was not able to see them for 2 years. With that solution, however, we were operating better than ever. So with that confidence, I think this solution can be used from various different type of business. For example, if it's a small business, how they use it, we have a subscription plan we designed. They can simply subscribe per user, just like any other SaaS program. And email, for example, they don't need to use Outlook, Gmail, and all other things that and separately. And then they need to use the Slack and Microsoft Teams, and then all Gmail talk, and then so on and so forth. We made it as a one full package. So this small business can implement their operation into the Witty immediately. Within 2 days, they can start fully operating of whatever they need, pretty much. I can tell less than 100 employee company can adopt everything that we have, no problem. Let me give you some example of how we can use email. We don't have a forward function, for example. Actually, we do, but our customer don't need to use forward. Email is about not forwarding or replying. Email is about the content that we need to do for it. But when we receive it, we actually forward. We're busy to forward and reply back, and then we forget about the task itself. So instead of forwarding it and giving a burden to another person, why don't we just create a task right there from the email automatically, because we have a sender information, all of that, and then it'll generate the task tools. So there's a task, there's a people to follow, and that's it. Whenever they do act on the task itself, the email reply automatically to the client. So you don't have to reply again. So it's lessen the burden of unnecessary tasks more than 50%. And for the big company, it's not just simply email problem. The big corporation usually having problem with accounting matter. They're budgeting, finance, and accounting. Those department really having difficult time to assess what's going on. They receive the number, but they don't know why they received that number from. So if they connect our Witty into their accounting system, Witty takes up all the activity of every single person in the organization. Then accounting can retrace back the number, trace back the history of why this number has been happening, whether it was profitable or non-profitable, why they haven't collected money, why they issue this, why do they bought this, so on and so forth. Everything is connected with the task and activity. So the accounting has a no hassle to digging into the information, demanding the information to report from it. That's another unnecessary time that each department spent and wasted it. Witty can help either small business or the big enterprise in a different way, but it's the same concept, collecting the data as a one, collaborating seamlessly. That's the goal of the Witty.